I've said it before and I'll say it again. These episodes keep getting better and better and better. And also, a Ranger shines in this episode. You guys gonna enjoy it on my review of the Power Rangers Beast Morphers episode 3 on It's Morphin' Time. Let's get it started.
All right then, it's morphin' time! It's morphin' time! It's morphin' time!
It's morphing time!
It's morphin' time! It's morphin' time! It's morphin' time.
What's up, everybody? I'm B-Mac, and welcome to It's Morphin' Time. And today on It's Morphin' Time, we're going to be reviewing the latest episode of Power Rangers Beast Morphers episode 3. Like I said before, these episodes keep getting better and better. And with this episode, it revolves more around the Yellow Ranger. Because if you look at the previous episode, the first episode, it was more about the introductions to the Rangers. And then the second episode is more about their weaknesses and introduction to them as Rangers. Now, this episode is more about the Yellow Ranger. Even though we get introduced to a lot more new stuff that we haven't seen yet, it's more revolving around the Yellow Ranger. And man, she did a great job. A fantastic, wonderful job. The episode starts off where you see Nate and he's building something, and Zoe comes in, and basically what he's building, he's putting their beast cannon and also their beast swords, sabers, and he put them together to make the Beast X Cannon. I believe that's what it's called. This episode, yes, is about the Yellow Ranger, but it's also what she wants to accomplish here. Now, in this episode, it shows that there's a lot of traffic, and the mayor, which is the Red Ranger's dad, he wants to build more roads on this land where there's a lot of animals at. And the Yellow Ranger, she's not having it. She don't like that because she cares about the animals. It's gonna mess up the ecosystem. So her idea was, hey, let's create these bikes and put Morph X in them, which is gonna power the bikes, so now people can ride bikes. And honestly, it sounds like a good idea, but when I first heard it, it's like, hold up, you know that the villains are trying to get Morph X, and you want to put them in all these bikes? What's going to stop them? They don't have to attack the Power Rangers anymore. They can just attack people and get these bikes and get the Morph X out. And sure enough, that's exactly what happens. They built these bikes, they put Morph X in it. So the mayor, he gives Zoe a week to pretty much promote these bikes and see if people will ride these bikes around the city, because the city is traffic is building up and building up and building up. It's getting out of control. That's why he wants to build an extra road. So that's what Zoe and the Rangers, that's what they do. They promote these bikes. They're riding around in them, promoting these bikes, saying, hey, you guys want to ride these bikes? And the messed up part about this part was, you see Zoe, she promoted it, she asks his guys, hey, you want to ride this bike? She gives him a pamphlet, he gets it and immediately throws it away. I was like, really? You're gonna be a jerk like that right in front of him? At least take it, put it in your pocket, walk away, walk around the corner, when they don't see you, throw it in the trash. He's had a decency to do that. I thought that was messed up on his part. But anyways, they're promoting the bikes, and you see Blaze, the evil Red Ranger, or the Avatar Ranger. He comes with a new monster that they created that actually absorbs Morph X out of the bikes or anything. It'll absorb Morph X, and they morph. They fight Blaze, they fight the monster. The Red and Blue Ranger, they pretty much get beat up by the monster, and Zoe, she's still fighting Blaze, and Blaze, he knocks her down. After Blaze beats Zoe, he then goes and leaves to get more Morph X and leaves the monster to basically handle the Rangers on its own. And he's doing a good job because he's actually defeated the Red and the Blue Ranger, and now all he has left is Zoe. So Zoe, he's fighting him, then she's like, you know what? Hey, I got a new weapon. Bam, push that button, brings out the cannon, puts it together, and now she got the Beast X Cannon, fires at the monster, and basically destroys the monster, except the thing that he uses to absorb Morph X. And after that's gone, Blaze, he gets it, grabs it, he runs with it, and he's still absorbing Morph X out of the bike. So the Rangers see him, and then he tries to morph, he can't morph, so then he gets on a bike, and there's this huge bike scene. It's like you know, a car chase scene. This is a bike chase scene. So you see the Rangers chasing Blaze on the Morph X bikes, and he's chasing and chasing, and all of a sudden you see the newscopter. Oh yeah, and with that newscopter you see a reporter. We've seen that reporter before. The reporter is actually Zoe's mom. So we meet all the Rangers' parents. We meet Zoe's mom is the reporter. Robbie's mom is the Grid Battle Force commander, and the Red Ranger's dad is the mayor. So their parents are in these high positions. So I thought that was pretty cool. But you see the reporter, she's reporting that the Rangers are riding on these bikes and they're chasing Blaze, and it goes to this like warehouse, and they chase Blaze in there, and then they're bombarded with Roxy, the evil Yellow Ranger avatar, and the Tronics. Once the Rangers are ambushed, they see that Blaze has been stealing a lot of Morph X and using it to power not only his Morpher, but also power the other monsters back in the cyber dimension. So Blaze leaves, to get the monster in the cyber dimension, and he used that to bring a huge monster. The monster that got his arm chopped off. Now he's bigger, so he's destroying the city. And I'm just gonna say first off that I love about this one is that you get to see the monsters and the Zords fight at night, which I've never seen that before. You've seen that in like these old like Godzilla movies, and I thought that was cool. Like now you can see the Rangers fight at night instead of always fighting in the daytime. You see them fight at night, letting everybody know, okay, everything doesn't always happen in the daytime. Stuff happens at night. Now the monster, he's destroying the city, and while the Rangers are fighting Roxy, Devin tells Robbie, he's like, hey yo, you go fight the monster, we'll deal with Roxy. He's like, okay, so he gets in his Zord. And we can see something else new. He gets in this Gorilla Zord, which is a huge van, and we can see the van transform into Gorilla Battle Mode. So I was like, yes, we get to finally see it. The funny thing about him fighting in Gorilla Battle Mode is that he has these missiles that he shoots out, and these missiles that he shoots out are bananas. And here's the crazy part: he shoots them out. They hit the monster, right? The bananas hit the monster. The pills are on the ground. The monster sips on the pill. I'm like, yo, so that's so funny, man. Like he has bananas shooting at the monster, and the bananas are the missiles, and the pills that act like real banana pills, and the monster sips on them. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But Robbie can't handle the monster on his own because the monster surprises Robbie's Zord and starts sucking out more effects out of Robbie's Zord. And I'm like, okay. Wow, I forgot. I literally forgot he can do that. I was forgetting the whole time that he can do that, right? So the commander, he goes and tells the other Rangers that's fighting Roxy, hey, Robbie needs help. Someone needs to go help him. So Devin, he volunteers like, yo, I'm gonna go help Robbie. You stay here and deal with Roxy. Then Devin, he gets in his Zord, he goes into battle mode, and he pretty much defeats the monster. It's pretty hard, but he pretty much defeats the monster. We see him defeated. Now, while that's happening, we can see a good battle. We see the Yellow Ranger Zoe against the evil yellow avatar Roxy. And I'm like, yo, we finally get to see, and that's another thing too, we get to actually see Roxy fight now, because the first few episodes we saw her fight in the first episode, and that was pretty much it. We didn't see her fight anymore, but this one we can see her fight, and she is a bad one. Like, yo, like she put work in on the Rangers, and I'm like, yo, wow, she hard. So now you have Roxy fighting Zoe, two Yellow Rangers, and Zoe's holding her own. Not only is she holding her own, she defeats Roxy. So I'm like, there we go. Now, after all this is done, they transform back into their regular selves. And the next day, you see that Roxy's pretty sad. He's like, well, your dad gave me a week and I couldn't do it. And then you see the dad, he comes up in a Morphers bike. He's riding a Morphers bike. He's like, hey, why are you riding a bike? And then he shows her, like, look, this is promoted all over the city. All the Rangers riding the bikes. So that makes people want to ride the bikes. And then she looks at her mom. She's like, yeah, you know, I did that, you know, it went viral. And she's like, so she got a problem solved. So we got to see the Yellow Ranger do her thing, accomplish what she needs to accomplish, and we got to see her mom, which is in a high position as a reporter. So I was like, cool, that was really cool. So once again, this episode had many great things. We got to see Zoe do her thing as just a regular civilian, you know, helping out the city with the Morphex bikes. I think it was a good idea, but a bad idea at the same time, because the villains are still trying to get the Morphex, and they're going to take the Morphex out of the bikes. Now, they're still going to go along with it, but I'm still thinking like, yo, like, that's what the villains are after. We don't want to put that all over the city, because now they can go anywhere and get it. Also, we got to see Zoe fight. We got to see her use the Beast X Cannon. And also, we got to see her fight Roxy, the Avatar, which is Roxy's pretty strong as an Avatar. And we got to see her defeat Roxy. And so I'm like, yo, the Yellow Ranger's doing her thing. Props to the Yellow Ranger for doing her thing. Also, we got to see Robbie's Zord transform into the Gorilla mode and shoot the banana missiles. That was pretty funny and cool at the same time. Now, another thing I want to say about this episode is that we got to see who Nate is. We got to see some of his backstory of who Nate actually is. Yes, he's a child, genius, prodigy, whatever you want to call it. But also Nate is alone because his parents are working overseas and they just left him there. I'm like, yo, don't leave the kid there, but whatever. That's how the show is. And now he's looking at the Rangers as not only they're just his friends, they're his family, his brothers and sisters. So we got the family part of this episode, and that made the episode even better. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. If you guys enjoyed my review, feel free to like, share, and also push that button down below and subscribe. Also, if you want more videos, they're right there. Click those videos right there for more content. And remember, greatness is within you. Let's bring it out together. I'm out. Peace. It's morphin' time.